And what's some of the issues going on around Kauri in New Zealand, Steph?
Yeah, so there's a disease that people have probably heard of, Phytophthora, and it's like a fungus that gets spread through the soil, and it's having a massive effect on our Kauri trees. So spread through, feral pigs that like to chew on the roots of Kauri, and spread through, people just walking through. So
have you got that article, Deep? Can you bring that article up you had? That was quite...
yeah, I can put back on.
Yeah, and I didn't realize that the feral pigs play a bit of a role in spreading that. And I think a game like this and a learning resource like this could, one, highlight that, but two, part of that is introduce species. It's a big part of what Owen and environmentalists have to do, is to try and reduce those numbers so that things like this, our native flora and fauna, are not impacted. So, our game can have that simulation that if you can allow too many introduced species, that your forest will not grow in front of you as you keep playing it. Oh, why not? Because it's not there. But yeah, no, looking at this, photo here in this article, I've heard a little bit, but I hadn't really familiar of all the things. And I guess is there a number of ways we can help to try and reduce this impact in the real world? Is there, Steph? Is there more things that people can do?
Those are the main things, is reducing those feral pig populations. And out in Auckland Council have done this in the past too, limiting people walking through there, because soil on the shoes, it's going to spread it as well, and in some cases they've had to close the parks which have it to try and stop it spreading. Haven't got a cure for it yet, but yeah, so those are the main things.
I mean, if we start planting heaps more Kauri, I guess, is that going to be helpful, or this? And then if we can try and find a way not to spread is it a disease or a bacteria or a virus? What do we call it?
Fungus. Yeah,
a fungus.
Yeah. Stopping the spread. Definitely plant more Kauri, and then stopping the spread, protecting those ones you've planted, and protecting as many as you can that don't have that fungus in that forest yet. Yeah.
And I guess, is there signs and ways that potentially you can tell it has the fungus on the outside, or no? It's a test on the inside.
I'm definitely not an expert on it, but you can see at the base of the trunk rotting at first, and I think yellowy tinge to the leaves. A couple of the ways you can see it.
Yeah, because I mean, teaching our kids that, to spot it, and then be able to highlight to Doc or someone, say, hey, there's a couple of Kauri here. I've seen the signs of based on the game that taught it. Gee, the more we talk about this, we need this game. What do you reckon, Steph?
No, absolutely. Yeah, providing that source for kids learning that may not have that opportunity to have a forest nearby they can go to. That's huge. Planting those seeds in their minds of, hey, we've got these beautiful forests, all these beautiful, amazing native species, but they're getting decimated at the moment. And what can we do about it? What are the solutions? How can we make changes that are going to protect them and restore these forests? It's got massive potential.